So we're in a situation that is quite overwhelming. In fact, it can be so overwhelming at times that people don't even know what to pray for. And this reminded me of a teaching about prayer that I heard when I was a small boy. It says that in times like this, you look at your hands, maybe while washing them, and you start praying through your fingers. First of all, you look at the finger that is closest to you, your thumb, and you remember all the people close to you, your friends and your family and your neighbors and all your loved ones, and you pray for them and their needs. And then secondly, you look at your index finger. This is the finger we usually use to point the way. And so we pray for all the people in society who points the way, who try to keep us safe, the emergency services. And especially in this time, we pray for the frontline staff, nurses, doctors, police officers, everybody who's there to keep us safe and to point the way in which direction we should go. And then when you look at your hands, you see that the tallest finger is your middle finger. And so this reminds us of the leaders in society. They've got a lot of weight on their shoulders right now. And so we need to pray for the leaders in society. We need to pray for wisdom and discernment, and that God will continue to guide us through them. And then when you look at your hand and you see your ring finger, this is the weakest finger. And so we think of all the people in society who are weak, all the people who are vulnerable, the elderly, the sick. And we pray for God's healing and for His intervention in their lives as well. And then lastly is the smallest finger. And this finger represents you and it represents me. And so we bring our own needs to God. We ask God for His provision. We ask God for His protection and for His peace in our lives. And just like a hand, friends, where all the fingers are pretty weak on their own, when they come together, they can be quite strong in a fist. And so we need to remember that we are stronger together, and we need to continue to pray for each other. And we also need to remember that a fist is a symbol of power. And we need to remember where our power comes from. The Apostle Paul wrote in Ephesians 6 verse 10, he said, "A final word, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power." So let's remember where our strength comes from, and let's continue to find our strength from God in prayer.